2025 is just around the corner, but have you ever stopped to wonder what it could really mean for you and the world at large? What if I told you that this year won't be just another tick on the calendar, but a pivotal moment that could reshape everything you know? A year where the familiar world we've lived in for so long begins to dissolve, making way for something entirely new. A transformation, a revolution, the beginning of a new era. In this video, we'll explore what the future might hold, focusing not just on the external changes, but the deeper, more profound shifts that are taking place within us all. Drawing from the wisdom of Buddhist teachings, we will take a journey into the heart of this transformative moment, examining how humanity will face new challenges, and more importantly, how we can awaken our souls in this unprecedented time. Have you ever felt that inner call to something greater, something deeper, to step beyond the mundane and awaken to a higher truth? This year, 2025, holds the potential for that awakening, for those ready to see, feel, and experience the world in a completely new light. We are on the brink of entering a time of immense spiritual awakening and transformation, and it will require all of us to open our hearts and minds to the possibility of change. In Buddhism, the teachings emphasize the impermanence of life, reminding us that everything we know is in a constant state of flux. We've witnessed the world evolve over time, but 2025 promises to bring an acceleration of change, a wave that we can either ride with mindfulness or be swept away by. Through spiritual practice, self-awareness, and embracing the path of enlightenment, we can harness the energy of this time and align ourselves with the universal flow. But how exactly can we prepare for such a monumental shift? What can we do in the face of these challenges to awaken our true potential? The answers lie within ancient wisdom, waiting to guide us toward a future of clarity, compassion, and connection. Together, we'll uncover what it takes to embrace this new era, transforming not just our world, but ourselves. So if you're ready to embark on this journey of transformation, stay with me. This isn't just about understanding the changes ahead. It's about awakening to them and stepping into a new chapter of your life with purpose and clarity. If you're excited about the journey ahead, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can be part of this awakening. Hit the notification bell to ensure you don't miss out on more insightful content that will guide you through this incredible transformation. Let's dive in together. The comprehensive transformation of humanity in 2025, embracing change with wisdom. As we stand on the precipice of 2025, we are about to witness a profound shift in the way the world operates. Technology is advancing at an unprecedented pace, and its influence will reshape every facet of our lives. From artificial intelligence to groundbreaking innovations in communication, medicine, and automation, the future promises to bring about changes that are both exhilarating and overwhelming. Yet, while these developments open up new possibilities for growth and progress, they also come with a set of challenges that could significantly alter the fabric of human existence. One of the most striking aspects of this transformation will be the way we, as a global society, live and interact. Technology has the power to connect us in ways previously unimaginable, but at the same time, it risks isolating us from the very essence of our humanity. Phật Giáo, or Buddhist teachings, offer a deep insight into this dilemma. The rapid advancement of technology, if not approached with mindfulness, could lead us down a dangerous path. Without spiritual awareness and a grounding in our true nature, we may become increasingly detached from the values that define our humanity. What good is technological progress if it erodes the moral compass that guides our decisions and behaviors? Phật Giáo reminds us that if we fail to remain grounded, these advancements could create a society where greed, exploitation, and disconnection rule. At the same time, the rising tide of technological progress is also amplifying societal tensions. While some benefit immensely from these innovations, others are left behind, widening the gap between the rich and the poor. There will be a growing struggle for resources and power, intensifying feelings of inequality and injustice. Fat Jiao teaches that such discord arises from the negative emotions of greed, hatred, and delusion. These forces fuel conflict, division, and violence, creating a vicious cycle that perpetuates suffering. However, Buddhist philosophy offers us a path out of this turmoil through the cultivation of wisdom, compassion, and peace. By embracing these virtues, we can rise above the tensions that threaten to tear us apart and move toward a future where harmony and understanding prevail. As we approach this new era, it is crucial for us to reflect on the lessons of the past and ensure that our technological progress serves the greater good. We must foster a deeper connection with our inner selves, with each other, and with the planet. By practicing mindfulness and following the teachings of Fat Jiao, we can navigate the complexities of the modern world and create a society that values both innovation and spiritual integrity. New challenges for humanity in 2025. Embracing inner peace in a time of crisis. As we advance into the future, the material progress that is sweeping across the globe brings with it not only technological wonders but also an inevitable crisis of the spirit. Despite the growing wealth, power, and innovation in the world, the inner struggles of individuals will intensify, becoming harder to ignore. We may find ourselves surrounded by an ever-expanding universe of possibilities, but internally, many will experience feelings of isolation, anxiety, and emptiness. The rise in technological connectivity, while enhancing communication, paradoxically contributes to our growing sense of disconnection from the deeper meanings of life. Buddhism offers a profound insight into this dilemma. It teaches that no matter how much the external world changes, the true challenge lies within. While the world advances, the human mind will often become overwhelmed by feelings of loneliness and existential fear. In a time where outward progress appears to be the dominant force, it is easy to forget the significance of inner peace. Buddhist teachings emphasize that in such turbulent times, the soul must turn inward, searching for tranquility through the practice of meditation, mindfulness, and spiritual discipline. The external world may be in a constant state of flux, but our internal world is where true stability can be found. This era of rapid change in 2025 will also give rise to an increased number of spiritual challenges. As the world becomes more complex, the pressure on individuals to find meaning in their lives will mount. Buddhist philosophy teaches that suffering, dukkha, is an unavoidable part of existence. This suffering is not a punishment, but rather an intrinsic aspect of the human experience that can lead to profound spiritual growth. The challenges we face in the coming years, whether they be personal, societal, or environmental, will give us the opportunity to reflect on the impermanence, anicca, of all things. Understanding the transient nature of life allows us to detach from the illusions that bind us to suffering. In facing these challenges, Buddhist teachings offer guidance on how to approach suffering. Rather than shying away from our pain, we must confront it, allowing it to reveal deeper truths about ourselves and the world around us. Through this confrontation, we can develop wisdom, prajna, and compassion, karuna, which are essential for navigating the complexities of life. The trials and tribulations that await us in 2025, though difficult, will provide a fertile ground for spiritual awakening. By recognizing the impermanence of all things, we can release the attachments that cause us suffering and make way for enlightenment. The real question in this transformative time is not whether suffering will arise, but how we choose to respond to it. With the wisdom of Buddhist practice, we can approach the challenges of 2025 not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for inner growth and spiritual liberation. Embracing the teachings of Buddhism, we are reminded that peace is not found outside of ourselves. It is within, waiting to be uncovered through the cultivation of mindfulness, compassion, and acceptance. The rebirth and transformation of humanity through Buddhist philosophy, awakening to our true potential. In the face of the profound changes that 2025 promises, there is a powerful message embedded in Buddhist teachings. Transformation is not only possible, but it is inherent in the very nature of our existence. Buddhism teaches that each individual holds the capacity for awakening, an awakening to the deeper truths about oneself and the world around us. Through spiritual practice, ethical living, and the cultivation of compassion, every person has the ability to alter their destiny. In the coming years, as the world around us transforms, we are presented with a unique opportunity to awaken to our own potential and to reshape our future. Buddhism believes that transformation is not limited to grand events or mystical experiences. It is an ongoing process of self-realization. The practices of meditation, mindfulness, and ethical conduct allow us to connect with a deeper aspect of ourselves, our true nature. As we confront the challenges and uncertainties that 2025 may bring, we can use these practices to cultivate inner peace, wisdom, and resilience. By awakening to our true nature, we can transcend the limitations of our past and step into a future defined by conscious action and spiritual growth. In this new era, humanity has the opportunity to rediscover its connection to the natural world, to each other, and to our own souls. Buddhist philosophy teaches that we are not separate from the world around us. Rather, we are deeply interconnected with all forms of life. In the face of rapid technological advancements, environmental crises, and social fragmentation, the teachings of Buddhism encourage us to return to our roots and remember our shared humanity. Living in harmony with nature, with one another, and with our own hearts and minds is not an abstract ideal. It is the key to healing the world and ourselves. At the heart of Buddhist thought lies the profound understanding that spiritual awakening is not confined to abstract concepts or distant worlds. It is deeply rooted in our daily lives. The process of enlightenment, or bodhi, is not a separate realm that can only be accessed after death or in distant monasteries. It is present in every moment of our lives. By practicing mindfulness, sati, compassion, karuna, and wisdom, prajna, we can transform our everyday experiences into opportunities for spiritual growth. These practices guide us through difficulties, helping us overcome the obstacles that arise in our path and bringing us closer to a world where peace and prosperity are not mere dreams, but tangible realities. 2025 offers us an opportunity to break free from the cycles of suffering and ignorance that have shaped our world for so long. With the wisdom of Buddhist teachings, we can move beyond mere survival and thrive in alignment with our true purpose. By practicing mindfulness, compassion, and understanding the impermanent nature of all things, we create a world where human potential is fully realized. This is not a world of perfect harmony, but one where we acknowledge the suffering and challenges of life and, through our collective efforts, create a better future for all. Awareness of new challenges, environmental crisis, and humanity's self-destruction. As we approach 2025, one of the most pressing challenges humanity will face is the environmental crisis, a reflection of our unsustainable relationship with nature. Climate change, habitat destruction, pollution, and the depletion of natural resources are no longer distant concerns. They are present realities that affect every corner of the globe. In Buddhist philosophy, the lack of wisdom and compassion in our actions towards the environment is seen as a profound source of suffering, not only for humanity, but for all sentient beings. The Buddha taught that everything is interconnected, and our disregard for nature's balance is a direct violation of our interconnectedness with the Earth. When we harm the planet, we harm ourselves and all forms of life that share this world. Phật giáo Kinh bảo rằng, sự thiếu trí tuệ và lòng từ bi đối với thiên nhiên sẽ mang đến những hậu quả nghiêm trọng và không thể lường trước được. The Earth is not separate from us. We are part of it, and it is part of us. As we continue to deplete natural resources, pollute our oceans, and destroy ecosystems, we sever the delicate thread that connects us to the natural world. This self-destructive path, if left unchecked, will not only disrupt the ecological balance, but also disturb the harmony within our own hearts. Buddhist teachings encourage us to live harmoniously with the Earth, to see the planet as a sacred being deserving of respect and gratitude. This can only be achieved through mindful living, conscious consumption, and deep reverence for the life that sustains us. The environmental crisis is not just a matter of scientific concern, it is a spiritual issue, one that calls us to realign our actions with the principles of compassion, wisdom, and interdependence. As the Earth suffers, so do we. We are called upon to protect and restore the planet, not as a mere task or obligation, but as a deep spiritual responsibility. Living in balance with nature means understanding that the well-being of all living beings is interconnected. And when we harm nature, we also harm the fabric of life itself. However, Buddhism teaches us that every challenge, every form of suffering, is not an endpoint, but an opportunity for growth. Phật giáo cho rằng tất cả khổ đau đều có thể chuyển hóa, nếu con người biết đối diện và chuyển hóa nó qua hành động trí tuệ và lòng từ bi. The environmental crisis, though dire, is a wake-up call, urging humanity to reflect on its path and find a new way forward. It is not only a crisis of the planet, but a crisis of consciousness, a call for a collective awakening to the truth of our interconnectedness with the Earth. Buddhist teachings offer us a powerful tool for transformation in the face of such crises. Mindful living, compassionate action, and wise choices are the antidotes to the destructive tendencies that have led us to this point. Through these practices, we can begin to heal not just our relationship with the planet, but with each other. Phật giáo nhấn mạnh rằng, những người thực tỉnh không chỉ thay đổi chính mình, mà còn có thể truyền cảm hứng và lan tỏa sự thay đổi đến những người xung quanh. This is the essence of true awakening, to transform ourselves, and by doing so, transform the world. In Honeycombs and Honeythyme, humanity will be faced with the choice of either continuing down a path of self-destruction or awakening to a new way of being, one that embraces our interdependence with nature and each other. By following the wisdom of the Buddha, we can choose a path of healing, both for ourselves and for the planet, bringing about a transformation that begins in the heart and ripples outward, creating a more compassionate, wise, and sustainable world for all. Spiritual awakening, the path to liberation. In a world that is constantly in flux, spiritual awakening stands as a beacon of hope for those seeking freedom from the suffering and uncertainty that surrounds us. Buddhism teaches us that true peace and freedom arise not from external circumstances, but from an internal transformation, a shift in awareness that allows us to break free from the shackles of suffering. This journey toward awakening begins with the practice of mindfulness and meditation, two essential tools that help us reconnect with our innermost selves. In today's world, where distractions and chaos abound, it's easy to lose touch with our true essence. However, Buddhism offers a remedy: mindfulness. Through mindfulness, we can cultivate a deep awareness of the present moment, quieting the mind, and returning to the stillness that resides within. Meditation, on the other hand, is a practice that enables us to develop greater control over our thoughts, emotions, and actions, fostering a calm, peaceful state of mind. As we meditate, we cultivate a profound understanding of the nature of the mind and the impermanence of all things. This practice of inner stillness creates the space for profound insight and wisdom to emerge, guiding us on the path to spiritual liberation. Buddhism affirms that spiritual awakening is the path to freedom and liberation from suffering. As we release attachment, greed, and anger, we find inner peace that remains unshaken by external circumstances. It is through this awakening that we come to realize our true nature, one that is free from the limitations of ego, fear, and attachment. This realization brings us closer to nirvana, the ultimate state of liberation from suffering. However, spiritual awakening is not an isolated process. It is not only about individual freedom, but also about contributing to the collective transformation of humanity. Buddhism teaches that true awakening involves a deep commitment to both compassion and wisdom, two qualities that are essential for overcoming the global challenges we face today. Buddhism teaches that compassion and wisdom are essential to addressing the major issues humanity faces. Compassion allows us to see the suffering of others as our own, prompting us to take action to alleviate it. When we act with kindness and empathy, we break down the walls of division that separate us and build a more united and harmonious world. Compassion calls us to help those in need, to reach out to the suffering with love and understanding. Wisdom, on the other hand, is the ability to discern truth from falsehood, to act with clarity and foresight. In a time of great uncertainty and challenge, it is wisdom that will guide us through. Through wisdom, we can see beyond the immediate crisis, understand the root causes of the problems, and create solutions that are sustainable and just for all beings. By practicing compassion and wisdom, we can create a ripple effect that spreads across the globe, transforming societies and systems from the inside out. Just as one enlightened individual can influence the world around them, a collective awakening can transform the entire world. Buddhism teaches that spiritual awakening is not just an individual experience. It is a collective action, a simultaneous transformation in individuals, families, communities, and humanity as a whole. As we embrace spiritual awakening, let us remember that it is not just a personal journey. It is a global movement. The more we awaken to our true nature, the more we contribute to the well-being of the world. In 2025, the world is in desperate need of individuals who are willing to cultivate peace, practice compassion, and apply wisdom. Together, we can build a future that is not only free from suffering, but also full of love, harmony, and hope. Through this spiritual transformation, we can create a world where suffering no longer dominates, and where peace and prosperity are the guiding forces of humanity. The year 2025 will not merely be a time of crisis. It will also serve as a profound opportunity for humanity to reflect upon and take responsibility for the actions of the past. Buddhism teaches that every action carries its own consequences, and our awareness of karma, the law of cause and effect, can serve as a powerful catalyst for personal transformation. If we acknowledge the reality of karma, we can become more mindful in our actions, ensuring that the choices we make today lead to positive outcomes tomorrow. In this light, 2025 could be a turning point, a year in which we confront the consequences of our past actions and use this awareness to cultivate a more responsible and compassionate world. Through understanding the interconnectedness of all beings and actions, we realize that no one is an island. Every decision ripples outward, affecting not only our own lives, but also the lives of others and the environment around us. By embracing the concept of karma, we are encouraged to make choices that promote harmony, understanding, and peace, rather than division, greed, and ignorance. Buddhism encourages us to see the world through the lens of interdependence, recognizing that every moment and every action holds the potential for transformation. When we begin to see the consequences of our actions clearly, we start to live with greater intention, making mindful decisions that positively impact our surroundings and ultimately guide us toward enlightenment. As we step into 2025, this deeper understanding of karma can serve as a compass, steering us toward more conscious choices and collective healing. In Buddhism, there is a deep belief in the possibility of rebirth, not only in the literal sense, but also in the spiritual and existential sense. Each person is constantly evolving, and each life is a chance for self-improvement. Buddhism teaches that the cycle of birth, life, death, and rebirth is not just about physical existence, but about the continual opportunity to transform the mind and spirit. Every experience, every hardship, and every lesson is a stepping stone towards self-realization and awakening. 2025 holds the potential for a rebirth, an opportunity to transcend the limitations of the past and step into a new phase of spiritual and personal evolution. It is a time when we can rise above the constraints of old habits, beliefs, and patterns that have held us back from realizing our true potential. Through self-awareness, meditation, and mindful living, we can create a new reality for ourselves and the world around us. Buddhism teaches that we are not bound by our past actions or mistakes. Transformation is possible at any moment. Just as the lotus rises from the mud to bloom into something beautiful, we too can rise from the difficulties and struggles of life to achieve a state of peace, enlightenment, and fulfillment. The year 2025 offers us the opportunity to reinvent ourselves and our future. By embracing the principles of compassion, wisdom, and mindfulness, we can create a world in which inner peace and spiritual awakening flourish. Let this be a time for rebirth, not just for individuals, but for humanity as a whole. It is a moment for us to awaken to our true potential, embrace responsibility for our actions, and create a future that reflects the ideals of peace, compassion, and harmony. As we stand on the threshold of 2025, we face challenges that humanity has never encountered before. But within these challenges lies a profound opportunity, a chance to transform ourselves and the world around us. Buddhism offers us more than just inner peace. It provides the path to a radical change that can reshape society. It calls upon us to awaken, to practice compassion, and to cultivate wisdom in our everyday lives. These practices, when embraced deeply, are the keys to creating a new world, one that reflects the values of harmony, kindness, and collective growth. But the journey begins with each of us. Personal transformation is the catalyst for societal change. As we shift our consciousness, align our actions with compassion, and embrace the timeless wisdom of Buddhism, we begin to lay the foundation for a better future. 2025 is not an end. It is a beginning. A new world can emerge if we choose to live consciously, in tune with nature and with one another. Every small step we take toward awakening can ripple out, influencing others and igniting a collective shift. Imagine a world where each individual is empowered to live with intention, where the pursuit of inner peace becomes a shared goal, and where our actions honor the interconnectedness of all life. The path to this world starts with you. Take this moment as an invitation to embark on your personal journey of awakening, to deepen your practice, and to contribute to the world around you. The world is waiting for your change. Embrace it. The journey of awakening is just beginning, and together we can create a future where peace, compassion, and enlightenment thrive. It all starts now with you.